Captain Paul at TSP, and man, that was a really good conversation. I'm really happy to see that. So the only reason I'm even making a follow-up video, and this is going to be really short, is because the first video I went about SNEAKO talking as someone that helped mentor him while he was in his Call of Duty days and kind of helped him in certain things because he was a fan of one of my accounts back in the day. I really liked what I saw, the maturity, some of the things that I even kind of referenced and talked about in the comment sections in the video itself. That is more of the SNEAKO that I was familiar with. Not this bombastic personality screaming about the Matrix. And, you know, the conversation, I watched all of it because I want to get all the context. There's some things that I'm not going to agree with SNEAKO, and some things I'm not going to agree with Charlie with different topics. Now, I just liked how SNEAKO was far more grounded and came off more human. And it gives me hope for him to kind of go down that path of being a little bit more reasonable and just having overall better takes. One thing I definitely will say he struggles with still is kind of typecasting everybody into certain things. I keep calling moistcritikal, aka a Charlie, a gamer, which if you followed his content for a long time, while he does game, he's done a lot of things outside of gaming. And to be fair, you could flip the script and say the same thing with SNEAKO. All he does is go on about wokeness and, you know, the manosphere stuff, which, you know, hey, it's to each their own. Everybody makes unique and individual content that their fans enjoy, and that's really up to the creator if they want to evolve over time. Getting back to it though, I think this kind of proves my point that SNEAKO, I think, is a good person deep down. I think when he doesn't let his ego get in the way, he kind of calms down and relaxes. It's just he's a far more enjoyable listen. Like I said, not everything that comes out of the young man's mouth do I agree with, but the way in which he delivered that message was far more on point. It reminded me of Skype calls with, you know, Eddie the Frito and other content creators back in the day with Call of Duty, where he was just, you know, while passionate, far more, I would say, rational to deal with. I really hope for his sake that he finds a large amount of success on Rumble. I know he's banned on the platform, so I'm hoping that kid really does well and just finds himself and just does better for him. That's all I want to see. I want to see him in a good mental space. I know there's a lot of people that he would consider mentors that have helped him reach really great heights. And as someone that helped him, you know, in ways very early on, I love seeing him succeed. I love seeing him do big things. I think that's fantastic. And hopefully this is the beginning of maybe him getting back to his roots in a way. Getting a little bit more rational, being a little bit more genuine. Because when he's genuine and rational and calm with the delivery of his message, he's just far more entertaining. He reached quite a bit of success on YouTube. He was at 1 million subscribers at the time. I believe he's over 100K followers on Rumble. He was lashing out at everybody because he felt he was getting silenced by quote-unquote wokeness. Now, I don't think all of it's wokeness, to be very fair here. I think some of it is, you know, his own undoing. But I would say this. I do not agree with deplatforming. It kind of proves what we've said on this channel. When you deplatform someone, it just pushes them further and further into that echo chamber. And I feel like that's what happened with the young man. And I'm so happy that they were able to have a conversation. I'm really glad it seemed to go pretty damn well. That's always a good thing. And I'm going to be very interested to see where he keeps going. Now, to be fair, I don't watch a lot of Rumble. I'm not the biggest fan of the website. Just the interface is kind of meh to me. I understand they're relatively new, but I'm probably going to go check out some SNEAKO videos, see where his head's at. And hopefully, like he said in that interview, he is truly going to try to maybe change the tone or the delivery of his messaging and also try new things. When you don't evolve, you do die. And one thing I would have to say I didn't agree with SNEAKO is he kept saying that Charlie sitting in his room all he did is gaming videos. Well, Charlie, well, maybe not for everybody, has massively evolved from the first video he made on YouTube to the stuff that he makes to now. Back in the day, he didn't even show his face on camera because he was very shy and tentative to do so. And look at him now, he's on camera doing absolutely wild and goofy things. Watching and hearing some of the things out of SNEAKO's mouth, even apologizing for some things where he felt he stepped over certain boundaries, I think was good. That's what I wanted him to do in that one video. And while I saw a ton of videos coming out in the last few weeks, lambasting SNEAKO, making fun of him, I tried to, in my own video, be more rational, understand this is somebody that's going through a lot at this time, whether you want to acknowledge that or not. So hopefully he's finding his inner peace. I think that apology is the first step in the right direction, and who knows, maybe someday he'll be back on the YouTube platform, but whether it's on YouTube or Rumble, I hope he finds success in whatever endeavors he goes into. So yeah, the main reason I want to make this video, I wanted to make a follow-up because I got a couple comments and even people in the Discord, asking for my thoughts on it. And I figured I'd put it here because I publicly reprimanded what I was seeing from him at the time where I felt like mentally he was falling apart. And I want to keep that same energy when I'm seeing positive things from him. So I'd be interested to know what your thoughts are down below. What did you think of the conversation if you did indeed watch the whole video? And would you ever give SNEAKO another shot? I'm Captain Paul from TSP. We bring a lot of cold truths and hot takes, and I'll see you in the next video.